spread the vibe with kindness and love on every side. Vulnerable hearts will defend and protect, connecting the dots with respect. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positivity conquers every fear. Together we'll rise, strength anew. In unity, we'll see this through. Our song a beacon in the troubled times, guiding souls with melodies and rhymes. Hand in hand we join the dance, giving everyone a second chance. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positivity conquers every fear. Conquers together we'll rise, strength anew. In unity, we'll see this through. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positively conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity, we'll see this through. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positivity conquers every fear. Conquers together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity, we'll see this through. Unity, we'll see this through. In unity, we'll see this through.
Well, guys, how many people do we have in the house? Let's see. It's a little bit of brightness here. Let me close up a little bit. I said, okay. Yeah, I think so. A little bit. My new look, my new look, my new look. Hello, guys. Welcome to the house. Welcome. Well, we're still very few in the house, but it doesn't matter. We can always try to get on with the show. Well, let me start welcoming everybody to the house. Picture Thinker, thank you for joining this show. And I can see Colleen. Hello, thank you for joining the show. Afro Kinita Forage. Yes, today I got your name very well. I remember the other time you were saying I should say it again. Now I tell you, improvements noted. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I got it. Welcome, guys. Mambo Jumbo. Welcome to the house. And well, today, yesterday was really rough with the internet, and I was sitting in the garden, and suddenly it went off. And I went inside. Hello, Auntie D. Welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. And I went into the house. After a little while, it tripped off. Then I knew that it wasn't good enough. So today, I hope I wouldn't run into the same situation today. But all the same, let's keep faith, and let's see how it's going to go today. Good morning. We are in the afternoon here. Local time here is 16:27 p.m. Thank you. And I know it's morning in New York now. yeah, Sunday morning. So, and comments, Mom. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Here we say good afternoon because we're already at 16:27. Yep, that's our local time here. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's just about a exchange of word from whichever part of the world that you're being, located. So it's always good. So right now, well, today we have a lot. I will say welcome everybody to Victoria underscore space and your host today, Victoria. Is Victoria. So let's get started. And as you come in, please don't forget to leave your like. Woto woto. Just drop a like on here and let's keep it going. So what's happening there today? My episode today, it's about. In fact, yesterday I'm supposed to have concluded that because I had Kabun and Nostradamus slash Revelation. So that's supposed to have taken us to what I am saying today. Hello, Keriwa. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Remember to like the chat as you come into the house, please. Okay. So this is like a part of the continuation of what that we would have concluded yesterday, but the internet was cornering, so we had to stop it there. So it's all about the Biodad, the Kohera, the famous dad, in which we all know. So, and I think most of us would have seen what he left, the receipts, the content that he left yesterday. But on a closer look, because I saw it at the first hand, immediately he dropped it, and that's why I wanted to make that video. But then I still had to, go into it, study a little bit of it, and they try to understand where is this guy going to? Is he not going too far? What does he really want? Because sometimes it gets to a point that even when you're trying to disclose the most important things, but you just have to be intelligent enough the way you put forward these things. And when it continues for too long, then one will ask, what is the aim? What is the goal? What is he seeking to achieve with this continuous, should I say slander? Or should I say a man in denial? A man that felt rejected? But we shouldn't forget this is a problem of more than 30 something years, because in the last in this last content that he made, he said the baby was merely Murungo was barely walking that time. So probably Murungo was probably a year and a half. We know when children start walking as a baby. Some kids it can, well, some kids in the village can take them 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, and some can be 1 year, or at most 1 year, 2 months. So we can imagine from that period that up till now, and that he's not been able to let go. It's like it has become a stigma in him. It has become something pretty heavy to digest. And each time he comes up with all these stuffs, then it makes one to wonder again, what is his goal? What does he really want? What is he seeking to achieve? Okay, permit me to say hello to Monica William. Thank you for joining the chat. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. So at this point, you have to really take into consideration why. Because before we thought, the small stories he brought out, it was nice to have him. It was nice to understand his situation. It was also nice to know that he still had the feeling for the son. But right now, the way he's going bonker. It's not really making any sense again because he's pounding and pounding. But another thing is that we don't even know if the erstwhile wife had made contact with him or sent him messages that could have infuriated him to come out with this latest story. Because probably something, that's why I said we don't even know why and what is his goal for coming out to spill out all this. Or has the SY wife infuriated him, or one way or the other, or sent messages to him or contacted him that would have really made him gone bonker to bring out this part of the story? Because as of this point, it's not no more making sense. It's almost even trying to ridicule himself. That's how I see it, because you have to be a man to a certain point, and after that, you let go. If he's here to build his YouTube channel, fine, he's welcome. Okay, permit me to say hello to Dr. Cheryl. Dr. Cheryl Cotto, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you very much. So, Dr. Cheryl, okay, if I have to take you back since you're just joining now, we're talking about the Biodad, Mr. Kohera. with the latest release of what he's saying. And now we're thinking, what is he seeking to achieve? Because we've heard bits and bits of the stories that he has diffused up till now. But this very one, it's extremely damaging. It makes him to look like somebody that has gone bunker. Because at the point, even when you try to diffuse some stories, if you don't know how to really put it on, and if it persists and become something a little bit nasty, then the shame will also, he will also share the shame with the erstwhile wife. Because if we can recollect from the first time that he came and how he was abandoned, because he was a lame man and he couldn't run looking for the child. We all can remember that. And after that too, he still went saying, warning the machete that he should be careful because he can bring back this, that the lady can return to him. We're not really calling names here anyway. You know why we don't call the names. Colin, hey, thank you. Thank you for joining the show. So at this point, he had made all those remarks as if he really wanted her back, and that he was walking towards that, and that Machete should be careful because he can bring her back. It's her love, it's his love. But now we're hearing a different tone completely, and this tone takes us by storm. It's like going self-destructive, trying to destroy the small reputation that he was trying to build within people. We had pity. I had a lot of pity and respect for him. But this very one, man, I think he lost that pity, he lost that respect. And I believe loads and loads of people too. He would have lost loads of respect from a lot of people. People would have, started thinking about him the other way, as a loser, as a jealous man, or as somebody that is still suffering from the pain of rejection. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a situation of 34 years or more. 34 years or more, or probably 35 years, because if he said Moringo was born in 87 or so, then Moringo should be going close to 40 now. So then we can put it back at probably 35 years or 36 years. If he said Moringo was barely walking as a baby, we know how old it will take a baby to walk. So this is the problem, the thing that we see here. Thanks for the backstory. Yes, Dr. Chero, yeah, I just wanted to get you acquainted with where we started from, because actually this story is supposed to have been carried immediately. Kohera dropped it yesterday, but my internet, disgraced me. So I only talk about the kaboom and the Nostradamus, then the / revelation. This is that part of the revelation. This is what that I meant, that I wanted to come up with, though I didn't mention the name, and we know that now we're trying to, forget about names as much as possible. Hello, Kenyan living abroad. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. So we see all this unfolding, and this latest blast, it's just something out of the box, and there's something that, I mean, a little bit self-destructive, not even a little bit. It's almost self-destructive, because there's a point you can go. There's a point you can go. We all know from the narratives that this is probably how she looks like, how she is. But coming out again and saying all these stuff doesn't really make sense. Instead, he ridiculed himself. He bring down himself. Most of the respect will be gone. Most people will think just the same what I'm thinking. Some can still say, oh, it's right to spill it out. Yeah, but to a point. You have to also respect yourself and respect your audience. And meanwhile, while trying to converse, if you can convince your beloved Moringo to come back, which is almost getting more difficult, but we can see that he tried. Monica Williams, hello, welcome to the house. Welcome to the house. We can also see that the Moringo tried to disperse his fans that were attacking him, the Biodad. He tried to disperse them and tell them, please don't react again on my behalf on all these thoughts. So at a point, for me, I was hoping, I was thinking, well, he still have the feeling because that's the father said blood is thicker than water. So probably he has seen all these attacks on the builder that it is too much. Let me say something. Let me see if I can help. And he would have done that, at least probably to protect the builder. But now the builder is turning around now to even destroy even the least opportunity that could have reunited them. It was all about a reunification part that we were all looking for. Okay, let me pause and read what everybody's saying. Colin, at this point, it is unrequited love for AC, the flaggings of a spawn lover. Yes, that's exactly what is happening here. That's what we're seeing right now. Okay, Monica said he is still in love with AC, but because his father stopped him from going to look for her, he had regrets listening to his father, so it's haunting him. Just my opinion. Yes, it can be true. Everything is possible in this scenario because we see the changes. We see every day. He's on it. His content, I think 70% of his content is based on this lady. It's based on this obsession. Is it an obsession about the lady binded by love or by the success story whose lives have changed? That they have to live in a villa while he's still living in a smaller, dilapidated house. Sorry to say that. So these are two scenarios that one is not really able to understand from the beginning, but I try to really take pity on him as a lame man because he called himself a lame man. I try to take pity on that level. And I try to also imagine that the lady abandoned him because of that. But then it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. He wasn't born like that. But due to the polio outbreak that occurred that time, and then probably in that region, they didn't have a vaccination against it, and he had to live with it for the rest of his life. So I see all this entanglement almost together. Almost together. Kenyan living abroad said, okay, thank you, host, and hello, Auntie D TV. Colin, yes. Monica, Colin, I will not like that to happen. I pray. It's true. So Kenyan living abroad said, yep, still lost a second marriage, but she is still lucky. Her marriage seems to be still there for her. Yeah, that's true. Because we can talk now from morning till night. Even with the beating she's receiving, she is ready to make it work. Because it's at a point, whether we like it or not, it can happen to us or any other person. You see yourself and you can say, I have never been lucky with all this stuff, but this one I'm going to let it work. After all, the YouTuber started making money maybe 7-8 years ago, probably not directly 7 years ago, because by then it was just still beginning. So the real fruit of this YouTube business would have started probably 5 years ago. But even up to that 5 years ago, she was still stuck there. She wasn't prepared to leave. So hello, Kazan, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the house. So for the builder to wake up every day and talking about all this every day and rumbling, and now almost going to a bunker as of yesterday. It's the revelations we all can assume from the various narratives that this is what that did happen. This is who she is. Yeah, we know that. But if this builder is trying to really stick for a reconciliatory path with the son, why do you go on self-destruction? Because it's not adding up anymore. It's not gingering anymore. Because for me, what I saw there, I saw Moringo asking his hardcore critics that were criticizing the builder to stop. That most of them, that they should go and look for their own niche, that he doesn't want them to defend him, to talk about all this. So for me, I saw it as a point that he was trying to prevent them from further insulting the father. And at that point, I remember I made a statement. I said, well, blood is thicker than water. I said, blood is thicker than water. That's exactly what I see there. That it's possible that is why he felt the pain of this man waking up every day. He's seeing that they're abusing him, abusing him. It is Biodad. But then, what else could he have done? I think he did the right thing by telling them, please stop. Please stop. Though we also think in our mind that these people, this is the only way they were making money to enjoy themselves. Without his name, how can the niche go? How can the money go? So we saw all that, and we tried to manage the situation. But suddenly, Biodad just wake up to destroy everything, destabilize everything. So that makes it almost impossible to manage. And I just hope that is it too bright? A little bit brown? Or too bright? I think this should be fine. It's really bright here, man. Yeah. So Biodad really mess up full time this time. Hello, Sonia. Welcome to the house. Welcome to the house. Yes. So Monica Williams said, and today I believe his love is blind. She is lucky. There's someone out there still loves her immensely. Yes, that is true. That's true. That's true. That's true. The guy is not going anywhere. So even if he comes out to advise that he's advising, maybe you like it, maybe you hate me, you should look for another woman, or so much. I read so much about it, and I said, where is this guy going to? He's just destroying everything. He's just destroying everything. Self-destruction. Because when you go after somebody gets to a point, you have to hold back. Yeah. And Monica Williams said she was scammed by a Condat. He graduated with his master's so he can take care of her. But it was the other way around. Yes, it was the other way around. But she just managed to hold on to that marriage. She managed, even with all the beatings, with all the sagas, she managed to hold on to it. She didn't, I think she was just fed up. First one, second one, third one. And even if I get out of this one, how am I sure the fourth one will be better? So I think she was stuck, and then she resigned her faith and said, I will hold on here as long as I can, even with all the beating, even breaking arm. We noticed that it wasn't it last year? Yes. So Kazan said he would be shocked with the behavior he is seeing because of the cultural values and beliefs of the Korean African tribes. He sees his ex-wife, son also, brother, sister, half naked, which alarmed him. Yeah, he saw a bit of everything, but he also has his own fault. Is it a fault or what? He's been married to 2 women after after the first one. He's been married to 2, so he's also a lucky guy. Yeah, because he wanted to keep himself busy. Anyway, we saw in one of his videos when he preached that there's 1 man to 7 women in Kenya right now, and that the 1 man, 1 woman is normal functioning, that the first wife should allow their husbands to take on a second wife, at least to help out the women so that they won't be there without husbands. And that one lady, parliamentarian, had proposed that law in the parliament, and it was adopted. So that's what he said. So in his own case, he didn't see anything wrong after the first wife left. He was lucky enough to get 2 wives, in which he's still married to up till today. And the first wife is not complaining. So why is he still complaining about this? Yes, this is something that happened years ago. Years ago. Why do you keep talking about it? It's just like degrading himself before people. And that sympathy that people had for him, it will gradually fade. It will gradually fade. I had great respect and sympathy for him. But from yesterday's revelations and all that, it made me to think. I think this guy is not. It's not normal. This guy is not. It's not adding up. So that's exactly what we see here. But let me see exactly the clip. Though I'm not really going to show picture, just the voice and what that played out, and we can listen a little bit to what he said here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. So let's see.
To will allow me to talk about a certain tricky lifestyle which
Hello, MJ and Venus. Welcome to the house.
Esther
Thank you.
has always used on men so that she can survive. After using one, she dumps you. She looks for another one. She dumps him. Now she is on a third man. That is to say, I am here today pitting my brother Moffat Ondari. I am pitting you. I am pitting you. I am feeling sorry for you that already you have been put in box, and the stage where you are now is actually sort of a point of no return. You may live to regret. You may live to catch me. You may live to congratulate me. But I am now going to tell you the truth.
I hope, was the volume loud enough? Did you guys hear me? Can somebody type something? Hear the message of the Biodad? I call him Biodad. And you guys know who that is. Can somebody type something? Did you hear the audio? Yeah, we can also appreciate that now he is out in social media. He feels embarrassed by his extended family's behavior, and cannot keep quiet. Like mother, like daughter, cause demand behavior is just the mom. Obviously, it's exactly. Yes. So he still needs. Monica said that he still needs to be in the race. Yes. Yes. Okay, Auntie D, hello, MJ. Yes, it was audible. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys. So that's what I wanted to know. So if you can see the description, what should I even say? It looks a little bit we all know, we know exactly where they are, but when you come out like this and saying things like this, and no, he really put down himself, then it doesn't really work anymore. Hello, Angela, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. So the game is not really balancing again. He's putting down himself. He's it's like a man that has been defeated, a man that felt defeated. But you have two wives right now in the house. He has two wives. So why continue to carry this burden in you after let's put it at over 35 years? Because if you said the son was born in 1987, then by next year, which year are we now? Or 2025? Then in 2 years' time, then it's 40. And you said he barely walked by then say probably he was a year and a half or so. So this problem would have been something well past or around between 34 and 35 years. Why do you keep on? You've been able to marry 2 times, 2 wives. And isn't that enough? Yeah. Whatever this Madame, what do you call her? The Flamingo? I don't know what to call her, would have done. I mean, you should let it go. He should let it go and move on with his life. People love him. People like him of the YouTube terrain here. People sympathize with him. Most people, lots of people sympathize with him. But he should not abuse this opportunity, this bond that people try to create with him. They're even trying to help him build the VC, and after that, probably a new building, or uplift where he is, give a little bit of sense to where he is, just for the love of it. But when he start going down, 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 down like this, it's like going underneath. Then people will start looking back at him again. What the hell is going on here? Because here we're seeing a different person, not the person that we perceived he was. Yes, you were jilted. And you said because of your disability. Okay, but that is well past, because even after that, she left, you got two. So that should be well over. Focus. Man, if you're listening, focus. Don't lose faith before people, because people will gradually start withdrawing because they see you as not just a jilted lover of over 35 years. Like you're jealous of what they have right now. What they have right now is like you're jealous of it. Yeah, so take your mind off there and start all over. Build that. Mr. Kohera, if you're listening, start all over. There are many people behind you in the social media. But when you keep going down, 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 then you bring yourself down. It's like you're going down the pit. And then very soon, people will start getting scared. They will hands up and let you go. So this is the problem that is happening here. Let me read what people are saying here. Okay, Kazan, from a Kohera's brief exposure of Conmom's past characteristics concerning relationships, it sounds like he knows more than he exposed about her. Conmom is a weakened mom and a wife that's quite telling. Yeah, that's true. That is how he is, she is. And at this point, the last one, beating the hell out of her, beating the hell out of all of them, all the kids. So they will have a reason of not having that close bond with the guy. But then, when they went to Nairobi, we remember when they went to Nairobi, that the daughter took her and took the mother. And that was when he presented that car to the mother and the brother. They were all there in the hotel, lodged in the hotel, eating and doing videos, content, and all that. So Machete Man was there too. So it's not that they have never thought about him taking him out. She took him. We all remember that time. It was all over their social media. We saw it. And they were there. He presented the key to her. And the car was all tied with a ribbon. So he was there with them. He was there. So Mr. Kohera is really mixing up things here. And I fear for him because he's really trying to go down, 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 down the hole, which is not supposed to be, supposed to let it go and accept this opportunity in which people are rallying around to help him. Because I believe with after the VC something, that people that were working towards helping him at least create a small living house for him, a brick house too. So that's an opportunity that they shouldn't have missed. It's an opportunity that is supposed to embrace with the open arm and let go the Elizabeth Taylor of Enyabo Hanse. Sometimes that's how I put it. Hello, Kemi, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. So Antonetta Souza, hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. I couldn't bear to watch Kohera's video. Yes, yes, yes. I first saw it immediately he landed it. So, but in my title yesterday, I put Revelation. So I wanted to come on that. But now I'm able to rewatch it again and see that probably it wasn't too right what he did, because what is it that he's going to talk about? This lady, from the various narratives, we already know exactly where to place her, how she is. But you cannot reverse the hand of the clock. It has happened, it has happened, and the years has passed by. That has passed by are just too long. Just too long. So there's no point, trying to put down himself before his own audience, before people that really wants to help him. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. So Monica Williams, some of us hold on to love and also hate for years. So he is battling with both love for her and hate for his friend that took her and his son away. Yes, that is true, Monica. But Monica, remember, I think it has to do probably or also with the success story, with the money. with the villa, with the good life. It also has to do with that, because probably if they had nothing, they were living just like the way he's living. I don't think there would have been this fight. I don't think Kohera would have come out. I don't think he would have come out talking all this, because he would have just been laughing over it and said, well, after all, how has their life been better than mine? Nothing. He would have just laughed over it. So it has to do with what these people have achieved by now, with what that is on ground. His brain is there. But then he's on the social media and working towards that. He could also be a realized man with his own social media, with people. For he has lots of people following him, lots of people, following his story. So he could supposed to have concentrated on that part instead of what he's doing now. What he's doing now, he's bringing down himself. Boom. So Kazanviko, yes, Kohera needs to set boundaries on what to say and what not to say. Otherwise, he will shoot himself on the foot. He can leave other matters for their closed doors reunion meeting, if it will ever happen. Yes, that's true. That's exactly what he's saying here. Because recently, if you guys remember that Moringo said all his the people that were battling him, even the Idi Amin guy, that they should stop reporting about him. They should stop that they won't be working for him again. He doesn't want them to represent him or say all those things. So I think he felt sorry about the way Biodat was being criticized by that guy. And to save face, he said he didn't want them, that nobody should report about him anymore. So I think probably he was waking up. He's his father. I said, blood is thicker than water. So he would have seen all this trend of criticism every day, going on in and out, in and out. And he would have maybe within himself said, how can I do to save this old man? Even though he wasn't there for me, but he's still my father. He's still my builder. Okay, guys, please stop reporting on my behalf about this guy. Stop making all these attacks. Stop all these accusations, which was a nice way. And if Kohera really, really wanted to, seek for this part of reunification, I think he would have, mellowed down a little bit instead of blasting out everything now. But at a point, another thing again is that we don't know if the Madame Elizabeth Taylor ever sent a message to him that would have infuriated him to bring out this part of the narrative now. Or they would have been exchanged somewhere, or messages across each other. This one sending message to this one, stop it, this one. Then he said, okay, now I'm going to talk out, spill out the bean. So it's possible something would have pushed him into this direction. That is just my opinion, though I wouldn't know. So let's see. Kemi said, all I can say, the mouth discharged Kohera has is exactly like, perfect. Exactly. The way of reasoning. I was coming to that point. The way of reasoning, attacking, wanting to be in control. The demeanor of the two are almost the same. Blood is thicker than water. It's almost the same. Because the son, Moringo, would have done almost the same thing too. Not letting go anything, attacking, left, right, center. It's almost the same. The character, if you see what is really happening here, the character is almost the same. It's as strong as one character, one DNA character. So that's exactly what I see between them here, because he's not listening. Why go ahead? For what? What do you gain? Wow, I don't really understand. Hello, Mary Moore. Welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. So Kazan said, Vico, remember initially when Kohera joined YT, he had no clue how deep this Kenge family saga is. And now he can see it's a family against majority of villagers with shocking stories and has lost hope. Yeah, that is true. He probably wasn't really aware because he was just trying to insect himself into the community. And as it went along, things were progressively in his own part. People started, liking him. Even when he had to tell stories about the village, about their culture. So people were watching him. He has views. Even this last one that he did, It has almost now close to 3,000 viewers. So that's a lot for a newcomer in the YouTube terrain. That's quite a lot. So lots of people watch him because they want to see what he's bringing out, because the content that he brought out, the stories about their personal situation that led to the separation, and why he wasn't there for Moringo even when he lost his eyes, that this was the situation, and about his physical situation. He called himself a lame man. So all that was well understood by his audience, by many people. So he gained loads and loads of sympathy through these narratives. The ones in the village, the culture, his personal saga, and everything. And that was good enough. But when it gets to a point that it's going down, down, steep, steep, steep down, it's a family. And we're talking about a thing of over 34 years. 34 years over. And after that, you went to acquire two wives. And the lady remained with only one. Yeah, for me, that could have been just enough. It could have been a closure. Okay, now it could have been working how to bring back a reconciliation with the son. That's what he could have been working for. That's what I was hoping for. And I thought the son had finally opened his eyes. He was not feeling comfortable that these people were bashing his dad up and down, boom, 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 boom. And finally tell them, stop, please, not in my name again, please stop. So I think he felt, yeah, no matter what, it's my father. Hello, Gracia Griffiths. Welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. Thank you. So Kazan said, Kemi, interesting you said about the similarities of, Kenge and Kohera. That DNA is obvious. Yes, it's true. The DNA is strong. It's strong. The character is almost the same. If you guys can where he's going to, because man, Moringo doesn't leave any stone unturned when he wants something. He goes out for it. He puts his mind right there. He doesn't care whose ox he's got. And I see the father almost the same. You know, like father, like son, like father. I see the two characters aligning side by side. So it's difficult to really break. And that's why I think it's the process of reconciliation may take even longer than what we thought. I was hoping it was going to be closer, much that is, this is getting closer, since Moringo has told his disciples, please stop attacking. So for me, I thought that was the beginning of the process of reconciliation. But, you know, it has to grow, it has to develop. It has to go through a pathway. But now he comes up, boom. It's like he just destroyed everything. And I said, what the hell is happening to this guy? Where is he going to? So, because I said, Angela, probably Biodad has more cards on the table than Conrad and Mistress, and they cannot dare. Yes, that's true. He has more cards. But at the end of the day, who's going to lose? Because Machete is inside the house. He's living in his villa. Machete man is never going to go away from that house. Meanwhile, Biodad, you are living in a house, what should I say? Is it still a mud house? In which you would have gained sympathy from people to build something, at least small something, no matter how much, for you after the VC. The VC project has gone very well. And some people are thinking of that. But when he goes this way, then it's self-destructive. Destroying the opportunities that are out there, enormous opportunity that he could have gained, he could have embraced easily. But when he goes down this way, it's like going down, boom. So Angela said, yes, he has two wives. He should be happy with that. Come on, not going back to him. No, she's never going to go back. It's somebody that loves life. And she see life now, what she couldn't get for over how many years of her life. And now in a plate of gold, and after retirement, after retirement, this is the age that we're supposed to enjoy more than somebody's coming from nowhere. No. So Kemi said, can you imagine how many Moringo mommies called the Kohera phone before Kohera snapped back? Yes, that is true. And because I also assume it's possible Moringo's mom would have send messages to him. It is possible, allegedly, I don't know, because I'm trying to imagine what that would have triggered him to come out this time to bring all this story. Could Moringo mom had sent messages to him or send warning or what have you? Then he said, okay, let's go ballistic. I'm going to blow up everything. There must be something that would have triggered this last message. Because obviously he said he won the machete. That be careful, that I can still win her back. I can have her back. Then suddenly it's like, abusing on this side, calling back on this side, abusing husband, abusing wife, abusing husband. Then you said you're giving them advice. What sort of advice is this? And there's something that is not clear here. There's something that is probably not really clear here. Did Moringo's mom send messages warning to him that would have triggered this? We don't know. But there must be something. Not that he just wake up and started throwing away all these words. The words are quite heavy, extremely heavy. So, and Moringo, Claus said, Moringo is really stuck between three families. The long nose family, the machete family, and the Kohera family. Yes, he's stuck. He's a confused guy. It's extremely, it's a pity. What can we say? Though I said he never will take corrections. It's just like the father here. What we're saying here is a replicate of two people that are binded by the DNA. That's exactly what we're seeing here. And not giving up. So Monica said, Kimi, he is a lucky guy. Yes. And the comments, mom said, what is the possibility the three misfits are threatening him and that is fueling him? Yeah, it's also possible that they are threatening him and all that. And then he said, okay, then I'm going to go ballistic. I think that's something would have triggered this last episode. Something would have triggered that. And well, we're going to follow and see exactly how far this is going to go. So, and Dr. Chef said, I'm Mary Moore, I agree, Kohera should move on. But he sounds obsessed with her. He sounds obsessed with her. That is true. He sounds very obsessed with her. And we can also imagine, is it for content? Then, even if it's for content, are you ready to go step down? Because your channel is still growing. His channel is growing. He has loads and loads of followers, viewers. Anytime he posts, immediately he posts. Everybody's there to watch. So he didn't need to take this part to realize his career, except he's been threatened or messages from Moringo's mom, or he said, my friend, my partner. How can it be my friend, partner that took your wife? Or messages from him too. It's possible too. And then he's now going ballistic. So that's exactly what we see here. And Kazan said, okay, because there is a pen as a parent for Kohera seeing his broken son, Kenge, who might have gone through traumas, feel angry with both and the mistress, and the mistress, his own kids are learned and well mannered. Yes, that's true. That's true. That gives him a lot of worries, but I think he should be manly enough to just forget about this story and move on with his life, and that's it. And Merimo said the Kohera sounds like a very controlling man, just like just like the son. Exactly, you got the tingo. He's not giving up. He wants to control the scene. And how are you going to control the scene? You don't have the resources. These people, they are endowed right now with resources, with helpers. So all that he has to think about. So Marimo said, okay, Kemilov, and because real space, no one gonna watch him if he drops a reaction. Yes, that is true. That's true. No one is going to watch him. So all that he has to take into consideration. Because I used to look at him like a learned man and a wise and intelligent man, but this way he's going, it's not a good part of it. It's not working well at all, So Gracia Griffith said, Monica, he is not stupid. He knows he can take his time, make his views dollars. That's true. It's about dollars. It's about dollars. But then, will this ever allowed him to have this reunification with his son? Because if he really think about it, getting back his son, then he also have to, reconsider whatever that comes out from his mouth against the bio mom against Moringo's mom and all that stuff. Because now it's like the whole family. He's talking about the whole family. It's supposed to be a family affair. It's their business, not our business. We are here to listen. We watch. But with his status, an educator, and he's supposed to have known the right way, the right words to use. We know from various narratives, this is how this lady is. We know already. So, but coming out to put dots on it, on the words, then it makes it worse for him to have this reconciliatory part with the son, in which we would have been happy to see both of them, reunite. It's always good to have a father-son relationship bond back. It's always good. It's always good. We thought about it. We spoke about it. We talked about it many times, and we didn't expect this coming. We didn't see this coming, but it's just something else. Then Kemi said, I wonder if he is also getting bad advice on topics from his donors. Well, we don't know who would have advised him to do this very one. It's either could somebody have advised him, or somebody could have triggered him, get him mad, or he could have been threatened, or the people involved could have threatened him, and he said, okay, now I'm going to spill the bean. There must be two factors there, either on a personal note for dollars, for views, or, man, this guy is never going to accept me as a father. I need money. I need to move on with my life. Let me go ballistic. Or the Moringo's mom would have really, really sent a strong message. So there must be something would have triggered this very one, because this very one is going deep, deep down, deep down, deep down. So that's what we see here. So Miriam said, and today, hello, I just got a notification that you subscribed to me, but please note, I'm not a YouTuber. Okay, Auntie. Yes, take note of that. Because there is a risk of this point, if Kohera unites his own family with Kenge's family, there will be fire, and that can destroy his own family union, because Kenges are destructive by nature. Yes, that's true. All that's supposed to be taken into consideration. All that he has taken into consideration. That was scary to watch, Kemi said. Antoinette, he wants them to take him to court so he can get his 16 cows. I think so. He's trying to scratch the surface of his real intention. So it's probably trying to trigger something, to trigger them to move. You have to move. It's trying to, hey, you haven't been moving, you haven't been listening to me. Okay, now let me spill out and see whether you're going to make a move. So I think it's up to something. But at the other side, I think knowing who they are, it's not that one will side them. If I were them, I'll also continue to ignore it. That's just my opinion. So, and Kazan said, Angela Kohera should be wiser and love Kenge from far. Yes, you can also love him from far. After all, he's always been defending him on the YouTube here from the village people and all. He's always been defending him. So love comes in different ways, either in a close contact or in a distance way, provided it is love. Gracie correct, yes. So let me see what he said here again, and you guys just listen, because I won't show the video. We are trying to run away from problem.
My ex-wife, Esther. So they know her as a cunning lady, a very tricky lady, very mischievous, but also merciless. She is merciless. She is heartless in a way. Let me elaborate. This is a lady of one against the three men. I don't know whether you call it 3 in 1 or 1 in 3. So the 3 are the men who look also foolish, I inclusive.
He said it's 3, whether they are 3 in 1, and they're also foolish, and I too, I inclusive.
So they know her as a cunning
Listen,
lady,
guys.
a very tricky lady, very mischievous, but also merciless. She is merciless. She is heartless in a way. Let me elaborate. This is a lady of one against the three men. I don't know whether you call it 3 in 1 or 1 in 3. So the 3 are the men who look also foolish, I inclusive.
It said I inclusive. The foolish men, I inclusive. Connie, all sort of names. It's really heavy. There must be something here. Something would have pushed this guy in making this statement. Something. Is either Moringo's mom would have sent a strong warning message to him, or the machete. And he said, okay, then I'm going to go ballistic. Or he would have said, send a message to his ex and said, talk to your son, tell him the truth. Anyway, he said that the last interview that he did, that if the son wants to know, he mentioned the names of the people that could tell him what that actually happened. So indirectly too, was sending the message to the lady, talk to your son, tell your son the truth. You cannot blame everything on me as if I never loved my son. I love my son. So we don't know whether Moringo's mom had sent back a shot fired to him and he said, okay, now we're going to go ballistic. That's exactly what I see here. That's exactly what I see here. Because if not, the words here that he's using, it's so heavy. You said a con and all this. I mean, when I play that thing, we play it again, you guys listen. I hope you guys can hear well. Better to hear from him.
My ex-wife, Esther. So they know her as a cunning lady, a very tricky lady, very mischievous, but also merciless. She is merciless. She is heartless in a way. Let me elaborate. This is a lady of one against the three men. I don't know whether you call it 3 in 1 or 1 in 3. So the 3 are the men who look also foolish, I inclusive.
That's it. The 3 men look foolish. He said, I inclusive. So it's something else. Something would have triggered this conversation. Something would have triggered this conversation. Anyway, along the way, we'll come to understand what that triggered this conversation, because this time he went on a real complete destructive path. So I'm wondering after this whether he will make another video and said, oh, my dear Esty, I still love you. I want to know whether the next video is going to change his mind again. But I think this is almost the end of it. It's almost even that reconciliatory part with the Moringo will be a little bit difficult. Well, nothing is impossible anyway. Blood is thicker than water. But he will have to weigh his steps and see, am I ready for this? Am I going to go into this? No. So this is exactly what I see here, but I'm just hoping, it can change. I hope you guys were able to hear the receipt. Was the receipt clear? Was it audible? Okay. So Kazan said, Kemi, spot on, like a father, like son in a way. Some men can be shameless when discarded by a woman and run their mouths. I said so. Yes, that's true, Monica. Grazie. Yes. Kazan, he did a dirty dance with this one. Yes. This one was a really, really a messy one. He just spoiled everything. He spoiled everything, the respect people had for him. It just bring down everything. I saw it made less. So I just said, oh no. It was I just didn't understand. This is somebody I respected him a lot, but it changed changed the narrative completely. Hello, Kampala. Welcome to the house. Kohera is intent on aggravating the Ondaris to the point when they'll ask him what he really wants from them. Then he will name his price. The 16 cows he paid as a dowry. Yes, that's true. It's also a game plan, to seek attention. But then when you use such words so heavy, they are heavy because both son and mother are still united in bond. They're still united. At this point, we're not even talking about the machete. The machete man has his own kids. Yeah, the machete man. Okay, the only thing he can talk about the machete man that probably the documents of the villa is on machete man's name. But then who is to be blamed? Well, Moringo could have done that because he doesn't want, as he said, he's not going to marry and somebody will come and take away all his sweat from him. So if he did that, allowed it on Machete's name, probably it was on this reason. So that if he ever get married in the future, the woman will not come and take the villa from him. But then it's the biggest mistake of his life. At the end of the day, Machete will divide the things. If he has to go, probably even have a will right now. Even the abandoned ones, they has in Nyamase, Nyamase, I don't know what they call it. The abandoned 2 kids there. In his will, he can put those ones' name to own these properties too. He will leave something for them, all the land that is acquiring in that village. He's going to do it. He's going to pass something to the other family over there. Yes, Kampala, correct, Kamik said. And Monica said, Kimi, he sounded really angry yesterday. Yes, exactly. And then Marimo again, Kohera is the biggest cloud chaser on YouTube. Yes, I think so. I think so. Because now we have to call a spade a spade. You wear people and you see exactly when they do right, okay. And when it goes down, then we also have to say it because now it's going down the steep. So Kemi said he just acts just like Moringo. Yes, that is true. And Gracia said, I will respect the man for talking his truth. Don't shoot the messenger. That is true. That's true. And Kemi said, Merimo, he will have to really spin it to be able to build beyond the latrine. Yeah, he will really, really have to. If not, he had the opportunity after the latrine. People were considering helping him. But with what he has done now, people will look up again and say, what is going on here? But anyway, that notwithstanding, there's some people that will still stand irrespective of this to help, but probably could have had more hands, more people coming out and said, okay, latrine is over. Now let's push for the main building. But you just have to be a man, to be himself, be in control of his mouth. It has to be, because what is there to fight for? Yeah, Machete is there to stay. He's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to. Whether the wife goes to America or go to anywhere to enjoy her life, Machete man is not moving. He has a comfortable home there. And that place with this lady has been his home. Yeah. For so long, they have survived, even with all the beating. The woman said, I'm still going to stick around with you. Last year, he broke the arm. Even with that, the children couldn't talk. None of them said anything. And they're still together. So what are you shooting for? What is he doing? Man, he's just bringing himself down and down more. And that is really, really not too good. So, and Marimo, yes. Lucy, hello, mates. Kemi, thank you, Marimo. So we see all this. Let me see the last clip that I would have had again and just play it before we round up. Let's see. Okay.
Why do they always leave you at home? Why don't they also appreciate you? They take you for a vacation. How can a son go with a mother to swim and leave the father at the home? How are you?
Yeah, he also talk about this. This shouldn't bother him. It is their life. It is what they choose to do. They have also the mom took the mother. the father, the brother to Nairobi when she bought that car and lodged them in the hotel. They had a good time there. So, yes, they haven't taken him more like their father to, like their mother to many places. But probably he doesn't want it. At least I've taken him once to Nairobi. We all saw when they went there, even had a suit on. He was there with the ribbon in the cars when the daughter gave the key to the mother. So at least for that one, he's enjoyed too. So apart from maybe going to the beach, maybe he's not the type that wants to go to the beach. Yes. So, but it's like he's going deep and deep into everything, what that is necessary, what that is not necessary, but not knowing that he's also self-destructive, destroying himself. So that's what I see there. Comments, mom. Yes, believe me, there's more to come. Team Kohera. Yes, there's more to come. That is true. That's true. It's gonna come. It's gonna come, but he should soft pedal it. That's what I mean. He should soft pedal it while not allowing himself to go down. That's exactly what some wise people should do. Yes. Kemi, people will be waiting for Kohera next video. Yes, we'll all be waiting. We'll be waiting to see, you know. So Merimo Kohera better leave a machete man alone before he turns him into minced meat. Yeah, a hungry lion. When a hungry lion needs to eat, he can eat anything. He can eat anybody. So, Command's mom, everyone needs a hardcore loyal subscribers. Yeah, that's true. Everybody needs it, no matter whose ox is got. But sometimes, you know, the respect is also important too. Monica William, Kimi, I am one that is waiting. Okay. Kimi said, more? Hope not. Yes. And Kazan said, possibly mom being a streetwise woman who village men avoided, agreed to get married to Kohera, because he was also not famous as a man with a disability, which is a stigma in the village. Yes, that is true. I always think, you know, being a single mother by then, and probably by then it would have also been difficult to get a husband. Traditionally, people look at you like a second hand. Traditionally, we all know how it is, how this thing really worked in Africa. And they probably, as a single mom with a small child, he just needed a way to hang herself. And Kohera said, hey, my door is open. Come on here. No problem. No problem. So she would have just gone there to help herself as a single mother. The love wasn't there. It's possible she never, ever loved him. Probably that's one thing that he still hasn't realized, that she never ever loved him. She just needed a small accommodation that time as a single mother. And he was the only one that was prepared. So whether he was disabled or not, for her, oh, I needed accommodation with a young child in my arm, and he gave it to me. Why not? So when she saw me, say, right, kaboom. Then she left. So Monica Williams said yes, and the Conrad's mom, he's like Evie. I'm waiting for the next. Yes, we're waiting for the next show. And Monica, yes. And Kemi Kazan, she wanted the cows, then bought it. That's true. That's true. She really wanted to use him all around. Like, yes, it's real marriage. Yes, I like you. And for him, oh, I'm handicapped. And I have a beautiful woman that is interested in me. Why not? Hey, I'm going to marry you. 15, 16 cows. Don't worry, my parents, we're going to combine and provide it. So Kohera thought that was the end of it. I have this lady now, and it's mine now. But to the shock of his life, when she saw the next, that was good enough for her. Then she took off. That's exactly what happened. So, and okay, Gracia, when Con mom and Con dad was in Nairobi, it was so frightening. That's maybe the reason they didn't bring him. Okay, Gracia, let's hope they aren't coming for the other arm. Yes, I think he will break the second one this time. Monica, you may remember her name is Con. Yeah. Okay. So, Command's mom, Great Griffiths, I remember that. Okay, Kazan Vico, so true also as a single mom at that age, era would have been an issue for Con mom to get married and accepted, and the Kohera was there. And so for me, I always think in that narrative that probably as a woman and a single mother, and as of the time, there was no other person. And this one was right there. And he was ready to provide the 16 cows. He was ready to give accommodation with the child. Okay, I'll even adopt the child. So for her, it was something big. Do everything for them. For her, as of that time, it was something big. But when she started going out, then she saw the right one with 2 legs, mature, tall, huge, and promised her, don't worry, the government is sending me to China or India when I come back. I'm a director in the ministry. We'll have a lot of good future together. And the lady said, oh my God, so now I have landed. Why not? Kaboom, move. So Mary Moore said, Kemios, a sign woman don't run from a good man. It's a runaway for a reason. There are 3 sides to a story: yours, mine, and the truth. That is true. The narrative has to be balanced within the 3 parts. The complainant and the other side, then the real truth must be in the middle. That's it. That's it. So Kemi Daisy outed his mom habits when he reminded her how she used to call uncle so and so to pay for their school fees. So he used to call uncle, 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 and we know what that uncle can mean. So, because many kids grow up to say uncle used to hear, and some it will turn out that it was their biological parents. And the mother, just to protect her marriage, will say that uncle, that uncle. But as years grows on, everything will come to the open, and we will know that that uncle was actually the father. We've seen it all. We've seen it all. So, Kemi Moore, I cannot imagine Machete being the better choice. Wow, yeah. You never know what she's enjoying there. We never know. But it's like she too got stalked. Number 1, number 2, number 3. And for her, it's like, even if I leave this one, who else am I going to meet now? She got stalked, endured all the beatings and all that, as we learned, allegedly. Mary Moore, Kemi, I would love to hear, Mom's story. Yeah. Well, that is if she's able to release that. I think probably she doesn't want to, go into that. Yeah, but something would have triggered this guy to come out this time. I don't know whether she had a hand in it directly or indirectly, or messaging him or sending warning to him, or we just don't know. But we believe in few days to come, we will come to realize exactly what that actually happened. Guys, please drop your like, Woto. Drop your likes, please. Okay, so Kazan said that is so true. Probably the rich Kenges kids, no con mom and con dad, cannot stay close to each other idle for long before they start wrestling, and it would be the best parents win. That's true. I think the kids, they know everything, and as a weekend wife, so it was a very short time to encounter and to fight than the whole week together. So for her, even going out, or the daughter deciding to take her out, let's go on holidays, probably is to avoid this sort of encounter, this fighting arena, because it's like a ring. They have to be fighting to the point that somebody's arm is broken. Then it would have been a real fierce fight, man to woman. Then it would have been something really, really heavy that could have caused that. So probably the daughter is trying to, keep the mother away from this. I think they have been managing the situation, their situation, for a long time. So that's what I see there. So, and the mother said, Mary, I would not like to hear her. She is a flipping liar. That's true. That's true. And the Kemi said, can you imagine if our exes were angry reactors? Yeah. So you can imagine, honestly, many people will be thrown under the bus. Many people wouldn't even have a life anymore. No, this one is wrong. This time Kohera is wrong. It's wrong. It went too much. It went too far. He could have just respected himself and just leave it at that point and move on. Concentrate on his YouTube. Concentrate on making his money. He has fans now everywhere. People that love him, that wants to hear from him, respect him. Why continue to go down because of 16 cows? No, he didn't want it. So Merriman said Monica Kohera could possibly be a liar as well. Yes, it's true. It's true. He can also be a liar. Or it could have also, maybe it's just trying to use this to trigger something, or he wants that 16 cows. He's imagining the price of a 16 cow, how much that will be now for him. Probably that could have been able to erect something, a structure for him. or he wants to bring them into a negotiation table. He wants them to agree on something. Okay, what do you want? We give it to you so that you leave us alone. Probably he's trying to trigger something. There must be something that is not quite clear here. There must be something. So that's what we're going to watch over the few days to come, because it's going to unfold. It's a gradual process, but it's going to be there. We're going to be there and we're going to see everything. So, Command's mom said Ondar probably owes the Kohera about 1,000 cows with the inflation. Then he will leave them alone. We never know. Probably they have even offered him 2 or 3 cows, and he said, no, it was 16 that I paid, and I want 16. The truth will come out, because sometimes when we discuss like this, everybody brings an idea, and we try to visualize what could actually be happening. Yeah, it's possible they have offered him 1 or 2 cows or 3 cows and said, yes, this is the price for the cow by then. But then with inflation, they're even supposed to, from that 16 cow, they're supposed to give him 16 times 3 after 34 years, because after all, if you had money by then in the savings or what have you, in shares or stocks, it would have yielded more. So Kampala, it's a wonder Agamadi has never come for Kohera. No, it hasn't. But let's see what's going to happen. Whether she's going to change her mind and said, "Hell, it's enough," or she had even sent this a warning to Kohera, and the Kohera said, "So your mom sent you to abuse me? Okay, let's talk." Something would have triggered this conversation. And Kazan, okay, Merimo said, Mary, that would be a slap in my face. Yes, Kemi said, the only thing that can shut his mouth is 16 cows. I think so. I think they should just pay off this guy and let him go. They should pay him off. And Kemi said, Kampala, she cannot. If Moringo really the papa, yes. They have to pay him off if that will stop all the scandal, because the scandal kept brewing. So now he's denting her personality, complete personality. He's denting her personality completely. So it's a very tricky and dangerous thing to do. But we don't know what's behind. But we watch. Once more, Lizana. Oh yes, so true. Inflation calculation. Hope Kohera has that into consideration. Yes, we think so. And Kemi said we may say Estabed this year. I think so. And Monica Kazana, she looks like a furious woman. Yes, a very determined. I see a very determined woman, just like Moringo too, that she goes after what she wants. And just like what he said, cunning, trickish, we're not there. But from what we see, we hear, maybe it's close to that. We don't know. It's allegedly, so to say. And I said, whose birthday? Esther. the Esther visa we asked to go to America. Let's put it that way. Now we don't call too much names again, because we don't want a problem. So Kazan Segresi, now it makes sense why has no friends, and we see in their videos she might be a toxic friend to have. Definitely, yes. There's no real close friend that they can bring up, say, this is my friend, this is my childhood friend. Nothing like that. There's something really going wrong there. Because Monica, absolutely, and Kemi said, I cannot how much content comes out around Moringo. He deserves a telenovela contract. Yes, it's true. That's why I said probably Netflix. If he can sell his story to Netflix, since he's looking for money by force, by fire, maybe Netflix can hire his story. But then every part of his story, including what the builder has left here, has to be in that package to make it juicy. That's it. That's what we see here. So Gracie Griffith said the videos Mr. Kohera making will make back his 16 cows and moreover. Yes, it's going to, like today, the one last thing would have been 3,000 plus now. The one he released yesterday, 3,000 views plus. So that's quite a lot. And Kemi said, more cannot remember. Grazie. And Kemi Kampala, I wonder what for. It's not like she is looking another mate. It's just a dirty campaign. Yes, it's just dirty. That's what I see there. That's what I see there. It's dirty. It's not a working anymore. So guys, anyway, I will end my video here soon. Today we've had a field day, and thank you guys for joining the show. It's been a good day. At least the internet did not disappoint me today, and we can go on. I tried to see what was wrong yesterday. I just couldn't get. I unplugged the internet. I plugged it back, and it was just a cornering. But normally, if they are working on it, they always inform the people in the whole street will be working on the internet in this area between so hour, maybe 2 hours or 3 hours. And most times they do that when people are out of the house, not even on a weekend, like working day when people are to work, and everybody would have known that the one of yesterday took us by surprise. And so that was this was almost the conclusion of what I really intended to put forward here as of that yesterday. But thank you guys. Please remember to give the video a like, and just hit the subscription if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Also, please try to subscribe and invite a friend to join. And you can also share this link and because now I'm walking towards my watch hour, so I need you guys to watch it again. Put on the playlist and let it roll till the end. Kemi Clouds, please take note of this. Just help me out too. I know you can do that too. Nice one. So, shameless no work for Moringa Man ever. Come on, Mom, Mary, Team Kohera. Yeah, come on, Mom, Team Kohera. Everybody has a team. Can you imagine a Moringa Maisha Kohera reunion? Oh, it will be lovely. I love to see that. I love positive things too, irrespective of the backlash that we're having now. Probably he will wake up and realize that this is not the way forward, that he has to change gear just to be able to move forward. Everything is in his hand, and nothing is impossible when it comes to family, provided everybody is ready to join hand, to make it happen, to move the situation forward. And that will make things, it would have made things easier for them. So we see everything here. So thank you guys, and we see again in the next banger. Bye bye guys, and let's enjoy this moment with my little son.
Intelligent reactors light the way at night, bringing love to shadows, making everything right. One more chance to lift the fragile high. With open hearts we touch the sky. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positively conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positivity conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. In the community we spread the vibe with kindness and love on every side. Vulnerable hearts will defend and protect, connecting the dots with respect. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positivity conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. Our song a beacon in the troubled times, guiding souls with melodies and rhymes. Hand in hand we join the dance, giving everyone a second chance. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positivity conquers every fear. Conquers together we'll rise. Strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positivity conquers every fear. Together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. We come in peace, bringing hope and cheer. Positivity conquers every fear. Conquers together we'll rise with strength anew. In unity we'll see this through. We'll see this through in unity. We'll see this through.
Bye, guys. Love you loads. Bye-bye. Thank you. Let's go dancing, guys. Love you loads. Thank you. See you guys next. Oh, supposed to remove this first. Gotta remove this first. And anyway, I'll look for a title for it. Yep.